Cities are completely different in Civilization 7, and towns are a new type of settlement that we've never seen before. So how do they both work, and what's the difference? In this video, we'll be explaining everything you need to know about towns and cities. Let's get right into it. Cities have always been the basic building blocks in civilization, but this time, they work differently than they ever have before. When your city grows in population, you will get a prompt to grow your city. You will then be able to choose a tile for your city to immediately improve and start working. In addition to working that tile, every other adjacent tile will be added to your city's borders, though they are not worked until you grow your city to them. This allows you to choose which directions you want your cities to grow and expand into. But tile improvements are not the only way for your city to expand. Buildings are now placed directly onto the map as part of an urban district. Each urban district can house 2 buildings, and similar to tile improvements, every other adjacent tile will be added to your city's borders once the building is complete. However, by placing an urban district, you will lose the ability to place a tile improvement there, as those can only be placed on unimproved tiles. But the reverse works differently. If you place a tile improvement on a tile and then later decide that you want to turn that tile into an urban district, you can place a building on that tile and then move the tile improvement to somewhere else in the city without losing any city growth. This allows you more flexibility when carefully considering which parts of your cities you want to convert to urban districts and which will become tile improvements. But what about towns? Towns are a new type of settlement and can be thought of as the stage before a city becomes a city. When your settler unit creates a new settlement, it starts as a town. Towns work similar to cities where they collect all of the yields around them and grow themselves up. But there's one major difference between cities and towns. Towns do not use production. Instead, all of the production that a town collects is converted into gold, and rather than producing units or buildings, towns will instead need to buy them, though not all buildings available to cities will be available to towns. This production gold split is great if you have lots of gold you want to burn, or if you just don't want to deal with multiple production queues every turn. And if you want to convert a town into a city, you can do that with, of course, gold. But there's still one big thing we need to talk about with towns: specialization. When a town is first settled, it will have a town focus called Growing Town, increasing its growth by 50%. But once the town reaches 7 population, it will unlock 4 new focuses to choose from: Fort Town, which strengthens your units and walls; Farming Town, which increases food yields; Mining Town, which increases production yields; and Trade Outpost, which boosts happiness from resources and increases trade route range. Each town will have the choice of just one of these 4 new focuses, and once chosen, your town will only be able to alternate between that focus or Growing Town for the rest of the age. But that's not all. When any of these 4 new focuses are selected for your town, all of its food will be sent to connected cities. That's right, 100% of the town's food will go to cities unless it has the Growing Town focus active. This allows you to invest in your cities and to have them grow tall through specialists. Later into the age when your city grows, you will gain the option to add a specialist into an urban district instead of improving a tile. Each specialist provides +2 science and +2 culture at the cost of -2 food and -2 happiness. This allows you to grow your empire stronger without the need for more territory. Investing into a few cities through specialists is referred to as a tall gameplay style, while settling multiple cities across far lands is referred to as a wide gameplay style. Each has their own strengths and weaknesses, but before you start settling across the whole continent, you need to be aware that there is a new settlement limit. Each settlement under your empire's rule, whether it be a town or a city, founded or captured, will count as a settlement towards your limit. This is a soft limit that can be surpassed, but each settlement over your limit will result in more unhappiness throughout your empire, requiring more happiness to sustain your expansion. And of course, you can increase your settlement limit throughout the game through various means. And that's everything you need to know about the differences between towns and cities. For more Civilization 7 content, click here to learn about how to win in the Antiquity Age, or click here to learn about the new commander unit. Until then, see you in the next stage.